Or they can, or can't we just go live right now and have us muted?
That's what I did.
What?
That's what I did. But we're live now.
Oh.
I'll take it. That works, right?
Yeah, that'll work.
I did. That might be a little bit.
That's fine. And then it's live, right?
Yeah. Whatever's the time. Can you just keep an eye on that chat?
What?
Leave that on your screen.
Oh no, that's what I was planning on doing.
Battery, or you guys actually have power?
Pardon?
You guys have power, you guys have battery power.
What was he asking?
No, now we're on battery too. It's weird.
What is it? What is it? They need? They got it or
They took all the power.
what?
They're taking all the power. don't know what happened. Can you hear me?
What?
Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you fine.
Are you almost ready? No?
I'll do.
All they're gonna do is Zamboni, so. We're just doing the Zamboni now, so is it playing Spotify?
Yeah, I hear Spotify. Do you hear Spotify in yours?
Not really. It's very, very, very quiet.
Alright.
They're all out of power too.
Damn. This should be interesting.
Everybody's out of power except the TV people because they're running on a generator. Maybe we should.
So like no one has like power. Like that's
everybody connected to that power strip doesn't have power. Us, them.
Why are we connected to that?
Well, the power strip runs into our cord, and then our cord connects to the building. So now we're just streaming live off a battery. Apparently this whole side is out of power though, so I don't know.
What about the power cord that you have?
That green one sitting right there?
No,
yeah, it's being used.
I
It
thought
doesn't matter. The whole building is out of power.
So even with
yes, that outlet is out of power.
Yay!
Yeah, actually though. So they're gonna try and figure it out because our shit's gonna die. Must be nice to have a generator.
Oh, I get that. That's a small camera pointing at the scoreboard.
Yeah. Yeah! We're good. We got power.
I don't know.
We have power. We have power.
The freaking band. I don't want to start talking when the band is going, because I feel like we're going to be super quiet.
Or we're going to be really hard to hear. But I mean, I can hear you just fine right now.
Yeah, and I can hear you fine too.
So, I mean, if you want to, you can. You want to?
What?
You want to start talking?
Fireplace.
I have to do it this way. If I do it
Oh.
there, it's gonna fuck up.
Hello, Pioneers fans. I am your host, Earnhardt Jaworski, alongside with my co-host, Josh Szybczynski, and we are here at beautiful Gary R. Harker Rink at the Burnsville Ice Arena for tonight's matchup between the Hill Murray Pioneers and the Burnsville Blaze. Josh, what do you think about this?
It's great to be here. A beautiful arena tonight. All the wood. We're just watching the Zamboni go round and round right now. We should get underway shortly here. It should be a great matchup. Hopefully the Pioneers win it.
Yep, and sorry about for the audio interference you will hear in the background. Burnsville's got their gigantic band here tonight, and we're right here in the middle of the crowd, which is always some fun.
Yeah, it's great to be here. We have a great crowd on hand supporting our Pioneers. A smaller section from the Burnsville Blaze, a lot of parents from them. But other than that, it should be a great time.
So yeah, Josh and I, we got here extremely early today. We got here around, what was it, 2:30. Yeah, about 3 o'clock, just to get here and set up. Just to make sure we could try to get everything all right. And with our luck, something always ended up going wrong.
Yeah, that's right. Our scoreboard isn't working. So in future broadcasts, there will be a scoreboard up on the live stream instead of the fire. I know the fire can be a little bit boring, but
you can get nice and cozy, grab a cup of hot chocolate, and listen to two guys just ramble about hockey. What's better than that?
Now, Earnhardt, you're an alum of Hill Murray. Where are you going to school? What are you doing?
Oh, well, right now I'm at Century. There for sports management, but I'm not really sure if that's the path that I want to continue down. I feel like I might go to somewhere else for broadcasting. So yeah, what about you, Joshua?
I'm actually at Century too. I'm going there for law enforcement, and I'm thinking about moving up to St. Cloud State University and living on campus up there. Pretty excited for what the future holds.
All right. Zamboni is clearing the ice. Nets are being placed back on. We should be ready to go here shortly.
And now coming onto the ice, your Hill Murray Pioneers. They are dressed in their all green sweaters,
green lid and green lids. And here come the Burnsville Blades on the ice. All right, and that was the Burnsville High School Band. Coach is getting their final words into the players. All right, and your starters for your Hill Murray Pioneers will be number 9, Ben Helgeson, number 27, 10th grader, Charlie Strobel, and number 2, junior, Lucas Wallen. Your defensive pairings will be number 19, Brett Overlead, and number 12, Joey Petrone. For Burnsville, you have in net, number 1, Connor Hager. Forwards for Burnsville will be number 6, Jake Bernhagen, number 10, Brendan Ingram, number 15, Nick Wilmer, number 7, Robbie Whedon, and number 21, Joey Anderson.
And we are underway here at beautiful Gary R. Harker Rink. The Pioneers are holding it in their own end, and there's a scrum along the boards between Wallen and Helgeson with a shot, but it is blocked by a Blaze player. As the Blaze clear it out, Petronic is back to collect the puck, passes it across to Overly, who dumps it in to the Blaze end. And as the Blaze skate it up, get a little line change in there. And this is Ryan Peterson with the puck, passing it up to Scotty Neuer.
Matthew Fleischacker holding it back in. Shot in the miss. Joe Quast right on. Goes just wide. Saved by Hayden. Now here come the Blaze pushing up through. Dumping by Erlab. And a cover up by Keppel. And we have a face-off in the Pioneer end. With 15:30 left to play. Face-off win by the Pioneers, number 10, Vincent Hurley. Now there's a race up the ice between Fleischacker and Reifenberger. And Reifenberger shoots and scores! Pioneers up to a 1-0 lead right off the bat.
Yeah, and that was a beautiful shot by Reifenberger just over the glove of the goaltender Hayden. 15:21 left to play in the first. And we have a 1-0 lead over the Blaze.
Same line out there for the Pioneers. Vincent Hurley on the faceoff loses the draw to number 3 of Grant Aiken of the Blaze. There's a scrum right in front of us by the penalty box. Henthorne pushes it through. Now Reifenberger back at it again. He heads up back to the bench for a change. Blaze try to break it out of their own zone. Here comes number 20 of Sam Road up. Now Aiken back down deep for the Pioneers. Tripping call on Aiken. Aiken will head to the sin bin for 2 minutes for tripping. Now we get a look at the Pioneer power play for the first time of the season. Looks like we have Helgeson, Strobel, Petronik, Oberle, Wallen, and that'll be it. Blaze cleared the zone. Petronik circling him back. Waits behind his own net. And now he begins to break out. Oberle to Helgeson. Helgeson skates it in. Stick handles his way through. Still skating his way through. Out to Petronik on the point. Petronik waits. Passes it back to Strobel. Pioneers cycling the puck very well. Ben Helgeson spins away.
And this is Charlie Strobel back up to Ben Helgeson, who passes it back down to Strobel, who's in the corner, who takes a whack at the net. And he gets his own rebound, who passes it to Ben Helgeson, but his shot is tipped. And this is Charlie Strobel back behind the Blaze net up to Oberle. Oberle sends it down to Helgeson, who can't control the pass. Strobel up to Helgeson, and then Helgeson passes it back up to Petronik. Petronik passes it across to Wallen, who gets a shot, but it is out of play. And it looks like we have Michael Fleischacker and Troy Tischler on the draw. Tischler pulls it back, circling with it in his own end. And there's going to be an interference penalty on the Blaze, it looks like. No, I'm sorry, that's going to be on the Pioneers. Number 8, Scotty Moyer.
Who does not look pleased with his interference call. So we have 4-4 hockey down in the Pioneers end with Kittleson of the Blaze and Tischler on the draw. Tischler wins it up. Fleischacker brings it up through. Now the Blaze are trying to get out of their zone. Kittleson pushes his way through, deeps the defender. Shot right on. Keppel with the save. Now it looks like the Burnsville Blaze student section is trying to get loud and rowdy, get their team some energy. Pioneers win the faceoff. They break it up through the ice. Got a 3-on-2. Peterson will dump it back in. Robbie Whedon of the Blaze brings it down to the neutral zone. It is then quick shot back out by the Pioneers and called for an icing. For those who are just joining us, the Pioneers scored early in the period and are up to a 1-0 lead and are currently on a penalty kill from an interference call on Moyer. Blaze Fire shoots, goes just wide. Here comes Joe Cross and Joe Becker. Joe Becker's shot goes slides just wide. Pioneers do a quick line change. Ben Helgeson's back on the ice. The Burnsville pass back to the defender on the point, misses, rolls back into the neutral zone. Becker of the Pioneers dumps it back into their offensive zone. Now here comes Jake Bernhagen. Shot goes just over the glove of Keppel, and the Pioneers are back on the flow of strength. Now there's a fight for control of the puck at the neutral zone. Pass gets intercepted by Helgeson. Helgeson dangles and loses possession of the puck. Here comes number 11 of... Ooh, wrong number. Here comes 16 of Corey Bell, who loses possession, and the Pioneers are back down in the 2-1 and just get called offside. With 10:56 left to play, the Pioneers are still up 1-0.
Yeah, and that was a great penalty kill by the Pioneers. They didn't really give the Blaze a chance to set up a power play. I think there was only 1 or 2 shots on net as Ben Bonin wins the draw at center ice. And this is Henthorn. And
what a save by Keppel! Keppel struck, and almost misses this. Drops it with his glove and picks it back up. Keppel is looking strong so far, halfway through this first period. Wilmer and Tischler take the draw here. Tischler wins the faceoff. Crosses off the half. Pass to Joe Cross. Scott Moyer has a one-on-one with the defender. Goes wide, pulls a spin move. Now there's a scrum for it along the boards. Now it's behind the net of the Blaze. Joe Cross has it. Holds on to it. Passes it across. It's intercepted. Then chipped back into the zone by Petronik. And the Pioneers take it back to reset. Overly dodges the check and chips it back down to the Blaze's defensive end. Missed opportunity on the change by the Blaze, and the Pioneers will dump it back into the Blaze's end for an icing call. Hurley wins the face-off for the Pioneers, bounces off the half wall. Peterson with it now. Stands up to a big hit by the Blaze player. And the Pioneers break it out. Here comes Michael Fleischhacker. And they're called just offsides. Hurley again on the face-off one. Pass gets chipped to Matthew Fleischhacker, younger brother of Michael. Fastest play around the wall. Hurley to dump it back in. Played for in the corner. Now here comes Kittleson, breaking it out. Heads around behind the Pioneer net and gets stopped by Peterson. Played around to the near wall to Engum. Engum shoots, fires. Saving a rebound saved by Remington Keppel again. Engum back down to the zone. Backwards pass by Kittleson goes just wide. Shot by Tracel. Gets caught in the glove of Remington Keppel. 18 minutes and 12 seconds left to play in the first period. And the Pioneers lead 1-0. Face-off win by the Pioneers. Gets shot down to the Burnsville end. Icing gets called. Petronic with the slap shot that goes just wide. Blaze head up the ice again. Sam Rode gets stuffed into the boards by Oberle. Shot by Strobel, but it's just wide. Very back in game 4 so far. Pass to Petronic. Petronic shoots just wide. And the Blades launch it out of their defensive zone for an icing. Face off between Tischler and a Blaze player. Tischler loses the draw, and the Blaze will break it out. Joey Anderson of the Blaze carries it down into the Pioneer zone. Anderson again with it, shoots, fires just wide of the far side. Scotty Maury dodges his big check, and here comes Joe Quath skating his way through. Puck floats back out to neutral ice, and Peterson will dump it back in. Blaze have a chance here. Shot on target, but Remington Keppel is there to make the save. Now there's a battle for it behind the net. Pass to nobody by the Blaze. Missed opportunity there. Blaze still working it behind the Pioneer net. Hits the ref, but that doesn't stop the Blaze. Great defensive stop there by the Pioneers to deflect the shot away from the Blaze. Pioneers get called for delayed offside, so they'll go back for a line change. Here comes Kittleson again, trying to make something happen for the Blaze. Vincent Hurley back in, back to Petronic. Petronic's shot is on target. Saved by Hayden. Petronic still fighting with the puck. Back behind the net to Oberle, who plays it around. Burnsville player, I believe Joey Anderson picks it up. Shot by Reichenberger goes just wide. Pioneer play went for a big check miss. Sam Rode will dump it in for the Blaze. Pioneers will try to begin to break out of their defensive half. Helgeson, Wallen, race for the puck. I know it looks like a hooking penalty gets called on the Blaze. Who is it here? Looks like number 3, Grant Aiken, will spend 2 minutes in the sin bin for hooking. And we get to see the Pioneer power play once more.
Let's see if they can't capitalize right here. And Carr wins it back to Petronic, who circles around up near the blue line, who shoots it, but it gets deflected out front, and this is Wallen along the half wall. Petronic fakes the shot and then passes it down to Oberle, who skates around with it, down to Helgeson. Helgeson fakes the shot, down to Carr, and this is Wallen off the shot by Carr. And Petronic plays it as the Blaze cleared out. This is going to be Petronic to Helgeson, who makes his way in with a drop pass to Sam Carr, who shoots it just wide.
Helgeson waiting, passes it down low. Pioneers shoot. Lucas Wallen shot goes just wide on the one time. Another penalty on the Blaze. Looks like tripping on as he skates on over towards us. Head hanging low. It is number 10 of Brendan Engel, senior defenseman.
Yeah, and the Pioneers are actually going to be 3-on-5 here for the next minute and 5 seconds. And I'm sure Coach Lechner is going to be looking for a lot of shots on the net.
To Matthew Flashacker on the point. Closes in. Wait. Passes to his older brother. And Michael Fleischacker's shot gets deflected up into the back net. The back netting. Face off once again. Fairly even draw. Clear attempt will get blocked by Tischler. Tischler cross ice to Peterson. Peterson to Matt Fleischacker. Fleischacker tries to go top left. Goes just wide. Peterson waiting. Back to Fleischacker. Back to Matt Fly. Peterson skates with it again. He seems to be the tempo controller of the Pioneer power play. Matt Fleischacker gets deflected. Goes just wide. Peterson with it again. Back to Matt Fly. Matt Fly shoots!
And the Pioneers score. Scotty Moyer on the backhand off the rebound. And that's going to be a power play goal for Scotty Moyer.
Great way to start the year for him. Coming back for his second year at Hillmar varsity hockey.
And the Pioneers will still be on the power play for another minute and 8 seconds with a slashing call to Engum. And it looks like Strobel is going to take the draw and pull it straight back, and Keppel settles it down for Oberle. And Oberle skates it up, passes it up to Helgeson. And Helgeson gets laid out. And it's going to be offsides on the Pioneers. And the draw back to Petronic. Petronic skates it up.
Skates it down deep for the Pioneers. Just sits it in the corner. Now Strobel is with it.
Strobel back up to Petronic, who's just staying up there with it. He's not really getting much pressure.
Takes the shot.
Down to Helgeson, who tries to cross pass it over to Wallen. But that pass gets picked off. And here's Helgeson up to Petronic. And Petronic with the shot and a rebound. And a scramble in front of the net.
Petronic back to Helgeson. Helgeson waits in the slot. Back down into the corner to Wallen, I believe. Petronic puts it on net. Gets tipped just wide. Blazer back on the full strength. Helgeson shoots. Just goes just wide. Petronic steps up to try to stop the puck. Loses his stick, actually. And the Pioneers go for a line change.
Joe Quast with some tough defense. And this is Quast skating back up the ice with the puck. Dumps it in.
Looks for
Passes
Reifenberger. Just wide. There's Matthew Flashacker. Good
Good
shot from the
shot!
point. Joe Quast tips it up in front of the net. There was no way Connor Hayden was going to stop that one. And the Pioneers go up 3-0 with 44 seconds left to go in the period. The Burnsville crowd is dead silent. Pioneers have taken away the home field, the home ice advantage of the Blaze. So now Pioneers.
And Quast wins the draw. It's going to be back to Peterson, who passes it over.
Blaze with the 2-on-1. Who is that? Jack Wilson's shot goes just wide.
A half-ice shot just wide. It looks like it caught Keppel off guard.
Yeah, it was from the red line.
And this is Luke Reifenberger up to Vincent Hurley. And Hurley loses the puck just past the Blaze blue line. And Oberle takes a shot just before the buzzer. And your score after one is going to be your Pioneers 3, the Blaze nothing.
What is this switch for?
All right, Pioneer fans, we are back for the second period. The Pioneers are currently up 3-0 over the Burnsville Blaze. Face-off win by Charlie Strobel. Goes back to Petronic. And then 10 of Brendan Ingham for the Blaze dumps it back down to the Pioneer end. Ingham again chips it out to center ice, which gets pushed back in by Joey Petronic.
That's going to be icing on the Blaze. And we are 30 seconds into the second period, and there's already going to be line changes here. It's going to be Troy Tischler for the Pioneers on this face-off.
And looks like number 4 of Logan Kittleson on the draw. Really even draw. Looks like Kittleson wins it. Here comes Corey Bell
with a quick pass to the front, and that's sent by Corey Bell up into the netting off a deflection from Keppel. He's really looked strong in net this evening. And Troy Tischler wins the face-off.
Blaze keep possession of it, dump it back into the Pioneer end.
Matthew Fleischacker passes it around after intercepting the puck. And here's Scotty Moyer in a foot race, trying to call off icing, but he was a little bit short.
And back down to the Pioneer end we go.
This looks like Vince Hurley on the tie-up for the Pioneers. He actually wins that face-off to Fleischacker, but Fleischacker gets knocked off the puck and it's sent back in by the Blaze. And the Blaze lose the puck down in the Pioneer corner, and Fleischacker sends it in.
Fleischacker gets drilled into the boards by Jordan Tompkins.
Ryan Thompson sends it over to his D partner, Brett Oberle.
Peterson carries it in. Pioneers have a quick 3-on-2.
Peterson loses the puck, and the Blaze break out. And Keppel stops it behind his net for Ryan Peterson, who makes a nice move on a defenseman, and then passes it over to Fleischacker.
Of Michael. Poor rebound control there by Connor Hagan. That's got to get better. Otherwise, Oberle would have put that right in the back of the net. Quick shot here.
Right out front. And a beautiful save by Keppel as he knocks the puck away into the corner and over to Helgeson, who skates it all the way up, and a beautiful snapshot right into the glove
of Connor Hayden. The first line will continue to stay out there for the Pioneers.
Looks like it's going to be Strobel on the draw. Loses it to the Blaze. The Blaze try and break it out, but a strong forecheck by the Pioneers.
Delayed offsides. And the Blaze try to break out. Helgeson is there to interrupt.
And Corey Bell with a nice move to get around Petronik.
Blaze try to break it out again. Failed attempt. Scotty Moyer keeps it in, loses the stick. Kicks it to Oberle. Oberle shoots, gets blocked, shoots again. Goes cross ice to Strobel, who gets tripped up.
And it's sent down and iced by the Blaze again. The Pioneers have had a strong looking offense this evening. We haven't really gotten to see the defense. And it's going to be Troy Tischler on the draw for the Pioneers. And Tischler brings it back to Moyer, who's pinned up against the boards with 3 Blaze players around him. And number 16, Corey Bell of the Blaze, sends it into the Pioneers zone.
Looks like there's going to be a hooking penalty called. Not sure on who yet.
That looks like it's going to go against the Blaze.
Oof. And who is it here? Number 19.
It's going to be Tyler Sanders on the hooking penalty at 13:38.
That's another senior defenseman for the Blaze getting the penalty. Pioneers go on the power play. Strobel wins the faceoff.
Back to Petronik, who passes it down to the half wall to Wallen, who tries to center it to Oberle. Oberle down to Strobel. And Strobel just dances with the puck. Back to Oberle. Down to Strobel. Back to Oberle. They're just playing catch with it right now. Down to Strobel. Up to Ben Helgeson, who...
Puck goes straight up in there. Petronik knocks it back down. Puck goes through Oberle's leg. Blaze have a 2-on-1.
And a beautiful save by Keppel.
Yeah, but it looks like there's going to be a slashing penalty on Ben Helgeson there. He took a big swing to the Blaze defender.
And I don't know if he agrees with that call the way he's coming over to the box.
Shaking his head. He's not a happy camper, but he'll have to deal with 2 minutes in the sin bin.
It's going to be 4-on-4 hockey for 1 minute and 21 seconds. Will the Blaze still kill off their hooking penalty to number 19, Tyler Sanders? Looks like it's Tischler on the win, loses the draw. The Blaze send it back in. Matthew Fleischacker there for the Pioneers, up to Tischler. Tischler skates it up to center ice, and then gets the puck knocked off his stick, but then recovers. And this looks like Ryan Peterson just flips it into the Blaze end, and the Blaze circle around behind their net to start a rush forward. And the no-look pass by the Blaze helped them get up into the Pioneer zone. And a beautiful one-time shot coming from the back of the net. Saved by Keppel. 12:13 remaining in the second, with 1 minute and 15 seconds remaining on Helgeson's penalty.
Vincent Hurley again wins the draw. Petronik sits behind his own net, waiting for the Pioneers to set up their breakout. Reifenberger and Hurley try to race the puck to beat the icing call, but the puck was just too quick, so we're back in the Pioneers' end for a faceoff.
Looks like it's going to be Vincent Hurley off to the left of the goaltender.
Overly with it now. Does a spin move, gets away. Carries it up high, looks for a pass. Cross ice goes to Petronik. Hurley just on side. But it goes the wrong way.
It's going to be Reifenberger who's getting hassled by Whedon. And Whedon sends it around.
Blaze full strength. Blaze are just waiting now for their fifth player. Cross ice pass gets deflected by Reifenberger.
Still 30 seconds left on the penalty to Helgeson. And it looks like Petronik tries to send it out, but does not. Is held in by number 9, Jordan Tompkin, for the Blaze.
Blaze are trying to set up. Pass gets bobbled by a Blaze player and Overly dumps it back down to the Blaze end. We'll take Joe Quast on the forecheck. Blaze goalie has lost his stick.
And the Pioneers are back to full strength. They did a nice job killing off that penalty. Only a couple of shots on goal for the Blaze, as they didn't really have that much time to set it up. And a nice blocker save by Keppel sends it up into the netting.
Yeah, it looks like there's a quick breakdown on the Pioneer defense. You always know when that's happening, when you can hear Bill Lechner yelling it from across the rink.
It looks like it's going to be a face-off ejection for Tischler. Quast takes over, and Quast wins the draw. Back to 14, Matt Fleischacker. And Ryan Peterson sends a Blaze player hard into the boards.
Scotty Moyer leads the rush for the Pioneers. He's got Tischler with him. Cross-ice pass. Shot by Matt Fleischacker goes just wide. Tischler down again. He gets clobbered by a Burnsville defender. It looks like number 28, Jake Inkeep, I believe it was.
And it's going to be a 2-on-1 rush here for the Blaze. Matthew Fleischacker does a nice job holding off that defender and sending that shot wide. Ryan Peterson
with some
back
speed.
quick.
Dumps it back down.
Dumps it in for Tischler.
Hayden will push it back to a defender. And it looks like as Tischler's getting off the ice, the puck stops. Blaze push it around.
And that puck goes between Oberle's legs, and icing is called off. It's going to be Ben Bonin with a pass over to Oberle, and Oberle fires the puck just wide.
Now this is scrum forward on the half wall. 17 is Sam Carr. Body checks a Blaze defender, and the puck pops free. Shot by Jordan Tompkin goes just wide for the Blaze.
And this is Petronik racing back. And the Pioneers are just on sides, and Petronik with a shot that gets blocked away. And Petronik gets crushed against along the half wall. And then this is going to be Lucas Wallen.
Grant Aiken trying to keep the puck in for the Blaze. Goes down deep to Jaden Gleason for the Blaze.
It looks like Brett Oberle is going to come up with this puck and passes it up to Sam Carr, who misses the pass, and Ben Bott for the Blaze takes it over and sends it behind his own net and waits for his player to set up a rush. And the Blaze ice the puck.
With 8:25 left to play in the second period, the Pioneers are still up 3-0 over the Burnsville Blaze.
Looks like it's going to be Strobel, the first line for the Pioneers, wins it back to Petronik, who passes it across to number...
Strobel with the shot goes just wide of the glove of Hayden. Wallen passes it back to Strobel. Strobel looks for number 20 of the Pioneers, who's actually not on their roster sheet, so we don't know who that is. We'll have to find that out, and a shot by Helgeson goes into the glove of Hayden. Just talking to a couple of the fans behind us.
Trying to figure out who that number 20 is. Doesn't look like he's on our roster. We're going to take a look here and see if we can't find out who that is.
20 of the Pioneers has the puck. Passes it over to Jake Henthorn. His shot goes just wide. Number 20 for the Pioneers shoves it back into the zone. And then here comes Lucas Wallen, chips it past the defender. Strobel with it. Waits more. Backhand shot gets deflected. And Peterson tries to keep it in for the Pioneers. Logan Kittleson passes it. Back down to the Pioneers zone. Blaze try to good rush. Kittleson again holds onto the puck, trying to keep it in. Circles. And then looks like he dumps it back down to behind the Pioneer net.
And Matt Fleischhacker comes up with that puck as the Blaze players sent it around. And icing is called off as Michael Fleischhacker tipped that puck into the Blaze zone. It's going to be Matt Fleischhacker with a shot that's deflected. And a nice save by Connor Hayden.
Fleischhacker gets taken down in front of the net by a sophomore forward, Gleason. Small confrontation between the two after the play. Looks like Gleason will head back to the bench. Face-off win for the Blaze. Pass gets deflected cross ice.
And Vincent Hurley picks off that pass by the Blaze, sending it in quick for a rush with the Pioneers. But then the Blaze come back and fight that off strong and send it back down into the Pioneer zone. This is Ryan Peterson getting pestered by Trashel. And Peterson to Fleischhacker, and Fleischhacker gets knocked off the puck, but a host of Pioneers is there as the puck gets sent out of play.
Lands right in front of us. That puck went a couple feet wider, would have hit our computers, then we would have been in some real trouble. Face-off will be in the Pioneer end. Looks to be Nick Wilmer for the Blaze on the face-off. Loses it to Troy Tischler. Joe Quast with a nice move to get it away. Scott Morrow circles, brings it down to the zone, gets pushed off by a Blaze player.
And the Blaze send it around.
Petronik crushes a Blaze player, number 7 of Robbie Whedon.
And Quast with the shot from the point. Scotty Moyer tries to deflect it in front of the net, but misses. And Ryan Peterson keeps that puck in. No, he does not. I apologize for that.
5:19 left to play in the second frame. And the Pioneers are out 3-0 over the Burnsville Blaze. Pioneers have looked pretty dominant so far. They look to have controlled this game. But so far in this period, the Blaze have shown a little bit more life than they did in the first period. Pioneers look to have a 3-on-2 here. Pass to Strobel goes just wide. Bounces off the board.
And it looks like Seamus Regan, number 20, we found out who that was, sends it back in and around. And one of the Blaze players lifts it up and out. There's 4:51 remaining in the second period.
Blaze player puts a shot at the blue line towards Remington Capital. He saves it. It looks like there's a 2-on-1 between Helgeson and Wallen. Helgeson loses possession.
And Wallen's pass was a little bit behind Helgeson, but if that was on target, I think they would have had a legitimate shot at that. And a Blaze send it down, and that puck is almost kept in by Henthorn.
Good defensive play by Ryan Peterson to stop that 2-on-1. Blaze cycles the puck to keep it back into the zone. Looks like 19 of Tyler Sanders does some fancy footwork.
It's going to be Ryan Peterson sending it off the half wall, down for an icing call against the Pioneers. So this is going to be a face-off in the Pioneer zone, off to the right of Remy Keppel.
Looks like Jaden Gleason and Vincent Hurley on the draw. Gleason wins it.
And the Blaze shot from the point is blocked by Matt Fleischacker, who passes it up to his older brother, Michael Fleischacker, who passes it to Vincent Hurley, who mishandles the puck and turns it over to the Blaze. The Blaze send it into the Pioneer zone, and that puck is stopped by Remy Keppel and then continued on around to Luke Reifenberger. The Blaze circling with it in their own zone. A nice board pin by Matt Fleischacker, and that's going to be a penalty on Matt Fleischacker. And we'll wait to see what the call is here.
Looks like we're not going to find out the call, but Matthew Fleischacker will take 2 minutes in the sin bin. Kittleson with the puck now at the point. Circles around to the far side. Shot by Engum gets deflected. Joe Quath with it now, skates it up towards half ice. Still skating with it, dumps it back in, races towards the puck. Battles it with Engum. Engum passes it back to a Blaze player.
And that penalty to Fleischacker is actually for roughing. And he's in the box for another minute and 30 seconds with 2:37 left in the second period. The Pioneers are still up 3-0. As Joe Quass sends it down and goes in for a line change. Looks like Luke Reifenberger up on the forecheck for the Pioneers.
Blaze are taking their time getting ready to break out. Robbie Whedon races to the puck, gets beat. Kittleson gets nailed to the boards by Seamus Regan. Kittleson still with the puck. At the point, waiting. Passes it to his defender, number 21, Joey Anderson. Shot by 15 gets saved by Remy Keppel. Keppel looking good in his first start on varsity for the Hill Murray Pioneers. With 1 minute and 52 seconds left to go in the period and 40 seconds left to go on the Fleischacker roughing penalty. The Pioneers still looking strong on the penalty kill.
And a Blaze shot blocked by Ryan Peterson. Number 6, Bergen, has his shot blocked and then shoots it again. And number 27, Charlie Strobel, sends it out for the Pioneers. And the Blaze regroup and send it back into the Pioneer zone.
Regan with the poke check to try to get out of the Pioneer zone, and it is successful.
And the Pioneers are back to full strength. They did a nice job killing off that power play. Again,
shot just
really
wide
any
by the
time to
Blaze.
set up.
Peterson missed with the shoulder check.
And a nice wrist shot save, and it looks like there's a little bit of a scrum out in front of the net. But at the end, cooler heads will prevail, and both teams go for a line change.
On the face-off here, it is Gleason and looks like Tischler. Tischler wins the draw. Tompkin dumps it back into the zone for the Blaze.
Looks like Tischler tries to pass it up for Joe Quast. but that pass is a little bit in front of him. So
Aiken falls down on the red line right by the benches.
Looks like that play is going to be called dead.
And we'll have a face-off at center ice with 34 seconds left. It looks like the Pioneer coaches disagree that it should be on the Blazers to end.
It's going to be number 15, Nick Wilmert, versus Troy Tischler on the draw. And Tischler loses it, and the puck goes all the way back into the Blaze zone. And the Blaze break out. Here's Wilmert with a nice move around Joe Quast. And he skates it in and puts a shot on Remy Keppel with an easy save off to the corner. And Scotty Moyer tries to get around a Blaze defender.
Takes a big hit by Wilmert. Joe Cross lays a hit. And that is the end of the second period. The Pioneers are still up 3-0 over the Burnsville Blaze. Ooh. And we'll see you at the start of the third period. All right, Pioneers, we are back for the final period of this game between the Hill Murray Pioneers and the Burnsville Blaze. Ben Helgeson skates it up through shot, right into the breadbasket of Connor Hayden.
And at the end of the second period, the shots were even 16-16, but the Pioneers still with that 3-goal lead that they hope to protect through this third period. And Strobel loses the draw, and the Blaze skate it out and then dump it into the Pioneer end where they collect it behind the net. And this is Strobel with a nice move to get around a Blaze player, and he passes it up to Oberle, who gets knocked off the puck by number 15, Wilmer.
Yep, here comes Joey Anderson, shot from the circle, goes just wide. Shot by the defender of 15 for the Blaze, goes right on net, and that gets deflected away.
Wilmer sends it around.
Shot right in front. Peterson stands up the Blaze player to knock him off the puck. Pioneers come up with a quick 3-on-2. Strobel loses handle of the puck.
And Strobel sends it around where it's collected by a Blaze player. And the Blaze start to skate it out again. And a pass up the ice is picked off by Matt Fleischacker, who tries to dump it in for the Pioneers. But that's taken away from Tyler Sanders, who skates it back up into the Hill Murray end.
Matt Fly plays it to his older brother, and he gets stopped by a Blaze player right in front of the blue line. So the Pioneers have to work it out, try to work it out again.
And this is Troy Tischler, who sends it in just past the blue line. And he overskates the puck, and it's picked up by a Blaze player who sends it back the other way. And the Blaze breakout pass gets picked off by Michael Fleischacker, who attempts to center the puck to Troy Tischler, but that gets knocked to the back of the net. And this is Joe Quas, sends it around. And Troy Tischler to the center of the net, and a shot by Fleischacker misses just wide. And Troy Tischler lays the body on somebody.
And the Blaze break it out once again. Here comes Kittleson. Kittleson gets stuffed by Pioneer defender. Shot by Kittleson again. Gets deflected. Now here comes Joe Quas, skates it up the ice. Shifts it down into the Blazes end. Puck goes behind the net. Gets brought up by Tyler Sanders, I believe, who gets crushed into the boards by Luke Reifenberger. Aiken with it now. Scrum forward at center. Looks like Henthorne will get there, dump it back in. Recovered by a Blaze player.
And Henthorne plays the puck up to Scotty Moyer, who gets crushed right in front of us in the penalty box.
Aiken loses his stick. Moyer dumps it into the Blaze's end. Goes around the net. Stuck by Bennett Box. Played along by Sam Rode.
And a really nice play by Luke Reifenberger there to keep it in the Blaze end. Back to Scotty Moyer, who dropped pass for Vincent Hurley, who skates to the center, takes a shot, but that's deflected out front, where the Blaze recover it and start to break it out again. And this is number 20, Sam Rode,
who gets upended by Joey Petronik. Oberle passes it to Moyer. Moyer to Hurley. Hurley with speed tries to drop pass to his teammate, but a Blaze player picks it up and tosses it back down to the Pioneer end.
And Sam Carr tries to send it up the ice for Vince Hurley, but that pass gets picked off by a Blaze defender, who sends it straight back into the Hill Murray zone. It looks like Inns keep along the boards with Bonin as they battle.
Joe Becker tries to get the puck out of the zone. First try doesn't work. Tries it again, gets it out.
But that puck is sent right back in by the Blaze, and Remy Keppel comes out of his net and behind it to stop that puck. This is Bonnet against the boards. And he sends it down, but that gets picked off by a Blaze player who sends it down into the Hill Murray zone. So not a lot of whole offense
for the Pioneers right now. Here he comes, Oberly skates his way through and puts a shot on net to Connor Hayden, who will easily make that save and then kicks the puck away towards the ref. Blaze got some good offensive chances there, but the Pioneer defense was just too much of a nuisance. Troy Tischler wins the faceoff. Joe Quast pushes it down towards the corner. As there's a scrum for it, still in the corner. Pioneer player gets tripped, no call. Gets dumped back in by Matt Flashacker. And his older brother, Michael, will skate towards the puck. Try to get a Blaze player to cough it up. Quick 3-on-3 here for the Blaze. Shot right in front. Jake Bernhagen misses the shot.
And Troy Tischler with a nice play off the boards, passes it over to Joe Quast, who puts a shot on net, but it goes wide. And this is the Blaze. Bernhagen with it. He shoots it, but that's blocked by Ryan Peterson of the Pioneers. This is Lucas Wallen now as he gets tripped up. Still no call. Gets it out of his own zone, and it's picked up by a Blaze defender, number 19, Tyler Sanders.
Matthew Flashacker dumps it back into the Blaze's end. Strobel there with a good forecheck. Causes a bad pass. Here's Seamus Regan with the puck. Pass just too far away for Strobel, or for Wallen to get the puck, and it'll be an icing on the Pioneers. With 10:37 left to play in the final period, the Pioneers are up 3-0 over the Burnsville Blaze.
The Pioneers haven't really gotten that much of a chance to set up their offense and really get something going. They've been playing a lot of defense and half-ice hockey. It's not really working for them right now as Vince Hurley sends the puck out. And that the icing is called off, as that was deflected by a Blaze player. And Luke Reifenberger from behind the net passes it to Vince Hurley, who shoots, but a save by Hayden.
Looks like the Blaze go to make a line chain with Gleason on the faceoff with Vincent Hurley.
And Gleason wins that face-off. Hurley's been doing pretty good tonight, but he just can't seem to do it.
Oh! Who is it? Sam Rode just missed the backhand shot on an open net. Blaze players looking to start to get a bit physical. Here comes Scott Moyer. Pass gets chipped away. Grant Aiken has it now, passes it to a defender of Brendan Engum.
And Engum with a quick shot, but an even quicker blocker by Remington Keppel as he sends that puck up into the netting.
With 9:40 left to play in the third period, the clock is starting to become the enemy of the Burnsville Blaze. They got to get a quick one here, otherwise it's not looking good for them. Puck gets sent to the corner. Petronik will play upon this net. Burnsville player will pick it up.
And a shot from the point by Engum, turned aside by Keppel.
Flashacker gets crunched against the boards by Jack Trachel. Pass just right in front of Oberly. Joe Quast will try and settle it down.
Joe Quast tries to split two defenders as he sends the puck into the Blaze zone.
Petronik with the clap bound was good, just wide. Tischler battles with some Blaze players behind the net. Chips it right in front of Hayden. Hayden pushes it back wide. Petronik waits. Shot gets deflected. And
Tischler is back to play that for the Pioneers over to Oberly. And Overly skates it up around 2 Blaze players and then puts a shot on net that's turned aside by Hayden off into the corner, where there's a scrum for it along the boards. And this is Petronik.
Shot by senior Wilmer, right into the chest of Keppel. Seems like a lot of the shots from the Blaze players are going straight towards the numbers of Keppel, which are right on his stomach. I'd like to see some better, what would you call it, shot
Placement, accuracy.
Shot accuracy and placement from the Blaze.
This is going to be Strobel on the face-off for the Pioneers. He loses it, and the puck goes back to the point where number 22, Ian Harpel, shoots it.
Icing called off. Ben Helgeson gets there first. As they battle for it along the wall.
And Ryan Peterson back out of his own zone, chasing that puck. Passes it to his D partner, Matt Fleischacker, who passes it up to Scotty Moyer, who gets knocked off the puck by Harpel. And Fleischacker sends it around to Peterson, who sends it up to Helgeson, then back to Fleischacker, who sends it up to Strobel.
Helgeson intercepts a pass from the Blaze, and it gets deflected by Hayden up into the back netting. Vincent Hurley again on the faceoff here.
Looks like Logan Kittleston on that faceoff boxes him out and wins it for his team.
Good 3-on-2 chance there for the Blaze, but the Pioneers break it up.
It's Scotty Moyer with Vincent Hurley along the wall in a scrum with a couple of Blaze defensemen. And they're scrumming again against the half wall in the Blaze zone. Oberle passes it down to Hurley, who passes it back up to Oberle, who puts a shot on net that's turned aside by Hayden. And Oberle shoots it down into the opposite corner so that the Pioneers can get a line change. And Kittelson dekes out a Pioneer player, but then loses the puck to Oberle, who circles back into his own end and passes it up to Luke Reifenberger.
Here comes Kittelson again, up for the Blaze, who passes it to a Blaze teammate, and then 20 of Sam Rowe dumps it back in. Pioneers with the breakaway. Here comes Petronik up. Gets held up by Aiken, but Oberle picks up the puck and just dumps it in for the Pioneers. With 6 minutes to go left in the period, Pioneers just are looking to dump and change at the moment.
It looks like Seamus Regan sends that in from the red line so that the Pioneers can get their lines back and set up, but the Blaze send it all the way down for icing. With 5:50 left in the third period, it's not really looking good for the Blaze right now.
That's just slowly but surely, Blaze fans are leaving the arena. Face-off win by Helgeson goes in between his two defenders. He'll have to rush back to get to the puck.
And Jake Henthorne sends it up to Lucas Wallen, who mishandles the puck, and the Blaze send it back in and get a line change. And it looks like Jake Henthorne fell down with the puck and tries to make a move on his knees.
I think Engum tries to stop the puck at the red line, but that's gets pushed past him.
And the Blaze are called for a delay at offsides.
Lucas Wallen gets decked by a Blaze player. He waits, he shoots, goes off the shoulder of Hayden and bounces behind the net. Strobel gets pushed onto the back of the net. Everyone loses sight of the puck, and it ends up over the netting behind Hayden. 4 minutes and 52 seconds left to play in the third period.
On this faceoff, we have Ben Bonin for the Pioneers as he boxes his man out and wins the faceoff by pushing it through his legs. And he passes the puck back to Matt Fleischacker, who shoots a screen shot onto Hayden, but Hayden's there to make the pad stop.
Blaze look to break it out once again. Here they have a quick 2-on-2 between Bernhagen and Wilmert.
And that puck almost into the Pioneers net off of Bernhagen's skate. Just went through his legs.
Matthew Fleischacker skates with behind his own net. Puck gets stopped on the far half wall. Like Sam Carr not happy with the check he received.
And things are starting to get a little bit scrappy out there.
Yeah, with 4 minutes to go, or 3 minutes and 54 seconds to go, Burnsville's getting a little bit desperate and starting to just be that much more physical. Try to cause a mistake with the Pioneer defensive rotation to get an open shot.
And it looks like it's going to be Vincent Hurley on this draw for the Pioneers, and he wins it back to, it looks like Joey Petronik, who sends it up off the half wall for Luke Reifenberger, who loses the puck. And
looks like the Blaze get called offside. And for those who are wondering when our next broadcast will be, it'll be this Saturday at noon at the Apple Valley Ice Arena versus the Eastview Lightning. Face-off win by the Blaze goes back to number 21 and Joey Anderson.
Vincent Hurley intercepts a pass from Joey Anderson and sends it back into the Blaze zone, where it's picked up by a Blaze defender and sent forward to Erlob, who gets knocked off the puck by Petronik.
Gilson is wide open, but overly deflects the pass and pushes it towards the corner. Oh! And the Blaze get one late with 3:02 left. The shot by Sanders, I believe, gets deflected by...
Yeah, and you know that pass got deflected. Remy was down and ready for that save, but then the pass gets deflected and he just didn't have a chance at saving that.
Yep, looks like sophomore Tim Erlab will get the goal for the Blaze with 3 minutes and 2 seconds left. It's a start for the Blaze, but
it may be too little too late.
They still got to skate uphill to try to get another goal.
It looks like it's going to be Tischler on the draw with Gleason.
Gleason will win it.
Now the student section for the Burnsville Blazers starting to get a little bit more into this game with 2:51 left in the third period. As Caden sends it around. The Burnsville Blaze skate it up and then send it in on net from the red line so that they can get a line change. And this is Matt Fleischacker, who's going to throw it up along the half wall.
Anderson for the Blaze will pick it up, pass it towards his D partner, who flips it towards the net of Keppel, who almost loses track of the puck but has managed to cover it up.
And there's a little bit of a scrum in front of the net. It looks like one of the Blaze players tried to take a whack at Keppel.
Matthew Fleischacker is having none of it. And with 2:17 left to go in the third period. And with 2:17 left to go in the period, the puck is still on the Pioneer end. Looks like it's back behind the net of Keppel. Petronik chips it over to Helgeson. Helgeson continues to fight with it as the Blaze look to work it up. I'm noticing Hayden looking towards the bench, waiting to be called off. for an extra man for the Blaze.
Oh, and Petronic just gets leveled by Wilmert in the Pioneer end. That could be costly. Shot in the Blaze score another one off of that.
With 1:39 left. The Blaze have really made it in the game right now.
The Pioneers are still up 3-2.
There's been a big momentum shift here within the past 2.5 minutes. It looks like the timeout has been called by the Blaze. Burnsville student section is really getting into it now, as Keppel skates right in front of them, and he got an earful. Burnsville coach looks to have a clipboard drawing up a play, and Bill Eckner's just talking to his players, trying to calm them down.
Yeah, there's a lot of frustration that it looks like over on the Hill Murray bench. So it looks like Coach Lechner is just trying to calm him down, tell him to hang in there for the next minute and 39 seconds, and hopefully they can come out with a win on this Burnsville squad, who really hasn't woken up.
Or who has just woken up as of the last 2 minutes. Seven seconds ago left in the Burnsville timeout. Faceoff will be in the Pioneer end. I'm sorry about that. Faceoff will be at center ice.
And it looks like it's going to be Tischler on this draw against Wilmert, and Wilmert wins the draw. But Joe Quast back for the Pioneers, takes it off the defender's stick and sends it into the Blaze zone. This is Tischler who sends it around the boards. And
Flashacker with the check. And the Blaze look to break it out once more. Here comes Kittleson with the puck. But Overley's there to stop it. Kittleson with it again. Spins it away.
Connor Hayden is now off for the Blaze.
Flashackers, the first man back towards the puck.
It's going to be an extra man for the Blaze in the last minute, but the Blaze iced the puck. So it'll be a face-off
with 59 seconds left
in the Blaze zone. And Connor Hayden skates back out onto the ice and takes his spot in net.
It's like Ben Helgeson.
Looks like Charlie Strobel's going to take this face-off for the Pioneers.
Ben Helgeson being the captain, he is. Point to where he wants his other players to be, so he knows where they should be. And the Blaze look to break it out here with 48 seconds to go. Overley with it, chips it off the glass, and will get called for an icing. And he is not happy with that call. 42 seconds left to go in the game. Faceoff will be between Wilmert and Strobel. Hayden is off the ice. There will be 6 men on the ice for the Blaze.
It looks like the Blaze win that draw, but just barely. And the Blaze forward sends it to...
Petronic will get hold of the puck and ice it. There's now 30 seconds left to go. Looks like Joe Quast comes on the ice. For Charlie Strobel, Quast on the face-off. Looks like he wins it.
Quast on the face-off, thanks to Ben Helgeson, who fights through a defender.
That's a quick 2-on-1. He shoots and it goes off the post.
Just wide. And that is still an empty net for the Blaze.
15 seconds to go.
And skating up with it is Wilmert. And Wilmert with a shot that's knocked down by Remy. Couldn't hang on to it with the glove. With 5 seconds left. Right in front of the net. Here's Helgeson who jumps it out.
Towards. And your Pioneers will get the first win of the season, 3-2 over the Burnsville Blaze.
And that was a great game all around for the Pioneers. The strong defense and power play, that's really what kept them in this game at the end.
Yeah, their power play looked very strong. As well for the Blaze, I mean, from what we saw in the past 5 minutes, they looked like a pretty decent team. But their problem was they just need to wake up. Well, thank you to everyone who joined us tonight. We'll try to get the stream getting better for next time. We hope you enjoyed it. I'm Bernhard Jaworski.
I'm Josh Subsinski.
And thank you for joining us for the first ever broadcast